PS1, SNES, 360 game guides. I'm pretty sure there's more than that, but let's find out in this pickups video. So apologies for any background noise, I'm sat on a beanbag, just stolen my chair, but whatever. So as I said in that mini introduction there, loads of kind of platforms to show you in terms of games and pickups. I'm quite excited about this one. It's a combination of car boots and PC World. So a little tip for people as well with strategy guides on this one, especially if you live in the UK. So first things first then, so Game Gear games. Now you don't come across these often, and these were 50p each from a car boot. And we've got Sonic 1, quite small there on the camera, carts are small anyway, but you get the idea. So Sonic 1, we have Sonic 2, naturally, two great games, necessary games I think for Sega, any Sega platform. Columns, guys. And fortunately we managed to find one with a case, and that is a Sega Game Pack 4-in-1. So you can see you've got the see-through plastic case there. Okay. Another game that I picked up at the car boot, which I was super excited to find. It's on the 360, and that is the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Now I completed this on the PlayStation. I put in over 100 hours gameplay on this on the PS3 when it first came out. It was a launch title for the PlayStation, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And it changed my experiences with RPGs completely, because I was just so hooked after I'd played this. And I've played every kind of Bethesda release since then, your Fallouts, etc, etc. So super happy with that. It doesn't have the map, but it does have the instructions. So I think that was £2.50 from a car boot. This next game was 99p from Game. So if you live near a Game and you want to see if they have this in stock, go and check out Gears of War 2 Limited Edition. Now I'll put a picture on screen so you guys can see what's in this, but just for now it's in a slipcase, and I'll come a little bit closer. You can see in there, guys, you've got the, I think it's a steelbook edition, and there's an art book and then a steelbook, but I'll put a picture on so you can see it in a little bit more depth. 99p. Bargain. Right. Another game from a car boot. I think this was £4. We got it because it was boxed, and again you don't see many boxed N64 games, but that is Top Gear Rally. I really enjoy Top Gear Rally. I've owned a couple of copies of this. I don't think I own it on my NTSC N64, and I wanted it in PAL, so this is the PAL version. The box is slightly tattered, but I do think it's nice when you do come across box 64 games, because usually you just find carts. So, you know, £4, I'll take it. Now, a couple, in fact, this found a Super Nintendo controller, my most favoured retro game console, the Super Nintendo. This was a £5. This was from a dealer, so it is a little bit more expensive than what it would usually be from somebody that's, say, clearing their attic out. But it's nice. I always think it's, you know, I'm not really into third-party controllers, so I had to have this. I think obviously I own a SNES, and I have an original and a third party, so now this makes the third controller, so it's nice to have two originals. Some PS1 titles. Now I was watching a video, Metal Jesus Rocks video actually, the top 10 PS1 games of all times, and on there he mentioned a game, and I thought, right, I need to get this back. So I hopped onto Amazon, and for £3.49 I picked up a copy of Fear Effect on PlayStation 1. So again, great game. Fear Effect 2 is my preferred you know, game out of the two, but this was £3.49 including delivery, and it's quite difficult to obtain, and I thought at £3.49 you can't really kind of go wrong, because this game typically is worth a hell of a lot more. So thanks to MJ or Metal Jesus Rocks for reminding me that I need to get this back in the PS1 collection. Another couple of belters. Launch title for the PlayStation 1, that was Ridge Racer, a classic arcade racing game, and its counterpart, Ridge Racer Revolution. Thoroughly enjoyed these games. And then Rage Racer was the third release in this series, which took a slightly different angle for me, because it tended to be, seems to me that it was a little bit more kind of serious. This is a little bit more, like I say, arcadey, bright colours, very lavish kind of tracks, great music, great soundtrack actually, Ridge Racer music, and really, really awesome games in the collection. This was from, I believe, yeah, Car Boots, you know, Quidditch, so beautiful, beautiful. Okay, another title that I really, really enjoyed back in the day, a Bullfrog release, and that is Theme Park. This is quite a nice copy. This was from the retro stall on Derby Market, which is worth checking out actually. In fact, I went there about 4 weeks ago, so here's some pictures of what the store looks like. If you've not checked it out and you do live in the East Midlands, it's well worth going down there. This was £3, but we bought it as a 2 for £5. So classic game, it is complete, instruction booklet's quite hefty. Loves me some Theme Park, awesome game. Right, so another PS1 title. This was from Alfred and Market. It's a platinum version, or best of version of Doom. This was £3. I do want the double case. This is obviously the single black label. I prefer the original double case release, so if anybody wants to trade that, let me know if you've got it. Give me a shout in the comments or on Facebook. I do love Doom, I really, really love Doom. Another game actually that I picked, now this is interesting guys, Final Fantasy X2. Now if we open this up, it doesn't have the instructions, but what it does have is 2 discs, okay. I've looked at the disc, I'm pretty sure this is only 1 disc, now please help me out. I've checked online, everybody says it's 1 disc. Both, the text on both of the discs are identical, so I think I've got 2 copies of the game here in 1 case. So, £3, if that's the case, get in, happy with that, because everybody knows I love Final Fantasy, so this was fantastic for £3, 2 copies of the game. Another 360 title, complete, mentioned this on the PlayStation, its predecessor, Fear 2. This is Fear 3, which I haven't played, and my 360 is up here, so it's nice just to jump on some first person shooter action if I feel inclined to do so. Fear 3, I think again this was £3, not bad at all. Now some game guides. Now this is really, really good guys, because if you live in the United Kingdom and you live near a PC world, they are stopping their line of anything to do with games, consoles, peripherals, and they're selling all their game guides off, and they're all £1.97 each. So for £1.97, Jess picked me up a copy of Bioshock Infinite game guide. I own the game, and this is brand spanking new, £1.97. So you know, even if you don't own the game, just pick the fucking guides up, you know. Really, really great game. Love the series. I actually recently got into this. I spoke about it in a couple of videos back, but £1.97. Another game, guys, that I picked up from PC World for £1.97 is The Last of Us. Now I did own a copy of this on PS3, but traded it recently. I'm waiting for the PS4 version to come out, but I do want to get a copy back in my collection. You know, I've got the guide now, I would like to go through and kind of collect everything. So that was awesome, £1.97. This made me smile beyond recognition. Tomb Raider 1 guide for the PlayStation 1. This was off Derby Market, as I spoke about earlier, the place I got Theme Park from, for £5. Most of their game guides are £5, and this is the official strategy guide. And you don't come across things like this very often on PlayStation, so I wanted to pick this up because I'm a huge Lara Croft fan, I'm a huge Tomb Raider fan, and this game changed me. Core Design Studios based in Derby, video coming soon by the way. 2 more Tomb Raider guides. We have the Anniversary, Tomb Raider Anniversary. I believe this was a remake of the first Tomb Raider game that we saw, and I think I own the special edition right there. That's also a £5. And then we've got Angel of Darkness. So this was the first game when Core Design sold the Tomb Raider franchise to the American company. I yeah, he's Eidos Interactive, it says, yeah, pretty sure, don't want to get my wires crossed, but nonetheless, I believe this was the first game that the American company released of the Lara Croft and Tomb Raider series. I didn't enjoy it as much as the predecessors, but again, $5 for the guide, own the game, can't really go wrong. Final thing to show you guys in terms of game guides, this was £7 from Derby Market, and that is Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time on the 3DS. Unfortunately, I don't own the game. I'm finding it incredibly difficult to pick up a copy of this. But, you know, for £5, I own numerous copies of Ocarina of Time on the N64. The game's, you know, virtually identical, so I would use this guide across platform onto the N64 anyway. So there we go. So yeah, nice kind of collection of things there across all platforms. If you've not done so already, please check out my gaming blog, juicygamereviews.com, the link's in the description. Facebook, Twitter, all the usual avenues of communication, guys. If you want to send me a message, great stuff. If you don't, then fine, but